morning, friends, family, and honored guests. I am MK1 Stephen McCrae, class advisor for MK A School Class 1924, and I will be your Master of Ceremonies today. On behalf of Captain Ray and Training Center Yorktown, I would like to thank you for taking the time to come out for this important occasion. There are many rewarding and significant moments in every Coast Guard career, and today we will witness one of the most distinctive, the completion of A School. During this ceremony, I encourage you to take pictures to help capture this very special day. Please feel free to stand up and move about for your photos. At this time, I'd like to ask you to arise for the official party, please. MK1 Ruben Olivas, advisor for MK 1924, Training Center Yorktown. Master Chief Machinery Technician, Jonathan Crowley, Training Center Yorktown. Commander Amalia Boyer, Chief Training, Engineering, and Weapons Branch, Training Center Yorktown. Commander Victor Galgano, Chief Training Division, Training Center Yorktown. And Captain Scott Ray, Commanding Officer, Training Center Yorktown. Please remain standing. While in training, every class is presented with a guide-on to distinguish between courses of training and class number. MK classes carry a pennant embossed with our rating symbol, the COG. Class 1924 guide-on carried by Fireman Hardy flew the Coast Guard blue banner to distinguish them from other MK classes. Over the 13 weeks of training, classes have the opportunity to earn streamers to identify accomplishments. MKA Class 1924, forward, march. Inboard face. Will the guests please be seated? Class 1924, seats. As of today, MKA Class 1924 has earned the following streamers. The brown streamer, identifying 1924 as the senior class in the Machinery Technician A School course. The red streamer, identifying in a class have all passed the Coast Guard's Advanced Leadership Program. The yellow, blue, and orange streamers identifying academic excellence. At 3 milestones, Class 1924 was academically assessed, and in each milestone, the class maintained an above 90% GPA. The purple streamer, or Barrett's inspection streamer, identifies a class who successfully received all passing reviews on their weekly Barrett's inspections. The green streamer identifies a class who, based on individual evaluation, averaged above 25 points or higher in our physical fitness program. At this moment, I'd like to say a very special thank you to the following personnel for being with us today. United States Army Lieutenant General Andrew Rolling, Deputy Chair of NATO Military Committee. He flew all the way from Belgium. We appreciate you making the long flight to join us on this momentous occasion. I'd like to take a minute to explain our rating specialty, history, and some of the topics these graduates completed throughout A School. Machinery Technician, or MK for short, is an enlisted rating that is responsible for the operation, maintenance, and repair of cutters, small boats, vehicles, and other various machinery and equipment throughout the service. MKs fulfill boat crew member, boarding team member, boarding officer, engineer watchstanding positions, and potentially engineering petty officers within the fleet. The rating was formed in 1973 after the merger of engineman, machinist mate, and boiler technician. This is the Coast Guard's second largest rating, making up 15% of the entire enlisted workforce and are stationed at 90% of all Coast Guard units. MK School is designed to give students the skills and knowledge they need to perform as technicians and lead as petty officers in the fleet. During this 13-week course, our students are taught principles of theory, operation, maintenance, repair, and troubleshooting of mechanical, auxiliary, and electrical systems. Some of the following topics covered during the course are mechanical skills, centrifugal pumps, hydraulics, basic electricity, air conditioning and refrigeration, outboard engines, maintenance and requisition supply procedures, and internal combustion engines. In addition to their technical training, students are presented with leadership fundamentals through the Coast Guard's Apprentice Leadership Program. This 3-day course is designed to provide leadership and administrative training to apprentice-level personnel. While the primary objective of MKA School is to deliver skilled technicians out to the fleet, all graduates also receive the following semester hour credits as recommended by the American Council on Education. 3 semester hours in outboard engine propulsion systems, hydraulic systems, electrical and electronic troubleshooting and repair, and 6 semester hours in diesel engines. At this time, I would like to welcome Machinery Technician School Chief, Master Chief Jonathan Crowley, to the podium.
Good morning, everybody, and thanks for being here. And Charlie, no estás aquí, pero te veo. So before we move on to the advancement portion of the ceremony, I want to thank some people. So MK1 Ruben Olivas and MK1 Steve McCray, please stand. So these have been the advisors for 13 weeks, and they've done an excellent job. So I want to thank you in front of everybody of all your hard work to get these class through. So thank you. And they are just one part of the 41-member staff that we have at MKA School to get all these kids through. We have a very big staff here, and here's a few of them. So the staff, could you please stand? Yeah, they're hiding in the back. And as I said, we have 41, and you can see a few of them here, but we have other classes going on, so it's a big revolving door that we're trying to pump out as the best product that we can. So thank you, everybody. All right. 1924. Are you guys ready to advance?
Yes, Master Chief!
Fair enough. MK1s? We good? Fair enough. All right. All right, MK, class. 1924, attention. Outboard, face. Post. Inboard, face. I would like to take a minute to explain to the family and friends what is about to take place. All these students are graduating as machinery technicians. In addition, some will be also advanced into third-class petty officer. In the Coast Guard, third-class petty officer is the first pay grade that an enlisted member can wear collar devices. As a petty officer, you are expected to take on a greater role as leaders within the Coast Guard. At this time, I would like to invite anyone who will be participating in the pinning of the collar devices to please join by standing with the graduate, but do not start the pinning process. When you hear the words, "I do appoint them machinery technicians, third class," please go ahead and place the collar devices on your graduate. I'll say that again. When you hear the words, "I do appoint them machinery technicians, third class," please start the pinning process. At this time, I would like to invite Captain Scott Ray to the podium.
Okay, good morning, everyone. Just to emphasize what Master Chief said, when you hear the words "I do appoint," that'll be your cue to begin the printing process. Right, uniformed personnel, attention to advancement. To all who shall see these presents, greetings. Know ye that reposing special trust and confidence in the fidelity and abilities of these Coast Guardsmen, I do appoint them machinery technicians, third-class petty officers in the United States Coast Guard to rank as such from the 29th day of August, 2024. These appointees will therefore carefully and diligently discharge the duties of the grade to which appointed, by doing and performing all manner of things thereunto pertaining. And I do strictly charge and require all personnel of lesser grade to render obedience to appropriate orders. And these appointees are to observe and follow such orders and directions as may be given from time to time by superiors acting according to the rules and articles governing the discipline of the armed forces of the United States of America. Given under my hand at Yorktown, Virginia, this 29th day of August in the year 2024, signed Scott A. Ray, Captain, Commanding Officer, U.S. Coast Guard Training Center, Yorktown, Virginia. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Will the guests please be seated if you're done? Class 1924, inboard face. Post. Inboard face. Seats. Commander Boyer and Master Chief Crowley, would you please do the honor of assisting with the presentation of class awards? We will now recognize our international students. From the Indonesian Coast Guard, Chief Sergeant Chefi Rizky Pahalefe. From Port St. Lucia Police Marine Unit, Senior Police Constable 876, MacGyver Edwin. And also from the Port St. Lucia Police Marine Unit, Police Constable 200s, Shervy Smith. Front and center. These international students had not only met the MKA's school's curriculum challenges, which is not an easy feat, they had accomplished this while simultaneously dealing with sometimes difficult language, cultural, and service differences. Congratulations. Thank you. Commander Boyer and Master Chief Crowley, would you please do the honor of assisting with presentation of class awards? During the first week of school, students are asked if anyone would like to volunteer for the training center's drill team. Drill team members are required to practice weekly and perform at various official functions such as retirements and community events. MK3 Yarborough, MK3 Hardy, and MK3 Diego Fernandez, front and center. This is to certify that MK3 Yarborough, MK3 Hardy, and MK3 Fernandez served with distinction as members of the Engineering and Weapons School Drill Team, continuing the long line of men and women who foster the military traditions and heritage of the United States Coast Guard. Signed, A.D. Boyer, Commander, United States Coast Guard. You may be seated. During the course of training, the students participate in a physical fitness program. I would like to recognize the following members for their efforts: Chief Sergeant Chefi Risky Pahalefe and MK3 Evan Fernandez, front and center. Chief Sergeant Chefi Risky Pahalefe was voted by his class to receive the most inspirational certificate for inspiring his classmates in participating in physical fitness activities. MK3 Fernandez is awarded the certificate for most fitness points. This certificate is awarded in recognition of achieving the highest standards while participating in the wellness program during Machinery Technician A School. Presented this 29th day of August, 2024, signed A.D. Boyer, Commander, United States Coast Guard. You may be seated. We will now recognize our class officers. The class advisors select these members during the first days of school. These individuals are the direct link between the class and their chain of command. Class leader, MK2 Aguilar. Class yeoman, MK3 Cusumano. Class master at arms, MK3 Evan Fernandez, front and center. You are commended for your superb achievements while at Coast Guard Training Center, Yorktown. While attending Machinery Technician A School, you not only did an exceptional job completing this rigorous course, but also served as class officers. As a class officer, you demonstrated superior leadership and communication skills by ensuring that all students were kept constantly aware of Trace and Yorktown policies, procedures, and regulations. Class attitude and adherence to standards were exceptional and surpassed the class advisor's expectations. Your dedication to duty and proactive team building technique reflect highly upon yourself and the Engineering and Weapons School and is in keeping with the highest tradition of the United States Coast Guard. Congratulations on a job well done. Signed, A.D. Boyer, Commander, United States Coast Guard. I would now like to invite Captain Ray to join us at the podium. I'll read it still. For each class, we have an exceptional student who completes all 13 weeks of school with the highest performance achievement. This certifies that MK3 Caroline Rex of MK A Class 1924 by attaining the highest performance achievement has been distinguished as the class honor graduate. Along with this certificate, MK3 Rex will have her name added to the honor graduate plaque in the MK School Museum. Congratulations. MK2 Aguilar, it's now your opportunity to address the class.
Good morning, friends and family. Thank you all for being with us on this very special day. And thank you to our fantastic chain of command here at Training Center Yorktown. Moreover, I would like to give a special thank you to our class advisors, MK1 Olivas and MK1 McCrae, who have given us unwavering support every step of the way during our training, ensuring our success. You gentlemen have shown the utmost professionalism and have been superb role models for the class, and I have displayed fantastic examples of leadership throughout this 13 weeks. Thank you. Now, classmates of 19 TAC 24, we are not only Americans, you and I, my brothers and sisters, we are the 1% that signed that dotted line to defend this great nation and to pay the ultimate sacrifice if called upon, as our forefathers have done before us. You, my friends, are true patriots of this great and beautiful nation. You understand that freedom does indeed come at a cost, and my hat's off to you for having the willingness and courage to stand tall and serve your country and communities. I am proud to serve next to all of you. Now that we find ourselves here as Coast Guardsmen, put through the trials of boot camp and A school and the fleet as non-rates, we have come to a crossroads. A new door has opened that comes with a new level of responsibility and devotion to duty. That new path, of course, is joining the ranks of petty officers, which is a responsibility that you have all proven worthy to bear. Congratulations. I would like to share with you an NCO creed, which I believe is the best creed that exemplifies exactly what an NCO or petty officer should be. And if you live by this creed, I assure you that you will all be successful petty officers. It reads as follows. I am the backbone of the United States Coast Guard. I am a petty officer. I serve as part of the vital link between my commander and all officers and enlisted Coast Guardsmen. I will never forget who I am or what I represent. I will challenge myself to the limit and be ever attentive to duty. I am now more than ever committed to excellence in all that I do so that I can set the proper example for my shipmates. I will demand of myself all the energy, knowledge, and skills I possess so that I can instill confidence in those that I teach. I will constantly strive to perfect my own skill and to become a good leader. Above all, I will be truthful in all that I say or do. My integrity shall be as impeccable as my appearance. I will be honest with myself, with those under my charge, and with my superiors. I pledge to do my best to incorporate all the leadership traits into my character, for such is the heritage I have received from that long, illustrious line of professionals who have worn the crows so proudly before me. I must give my very best for my shipmates, my Coast Guard, and my country, for though today I instruct and supervise in peace, tomorrow I may lead in war. I will leave you to think on these words and to let the weight of them sink in. Great leaders are not born overnight. I challenge each and every one of you to make an effort to become a better leader every single day. Learn from your mistakes and move forward. Learn when it's time to listen and learn when it's time to speak out. And never forget that we were all in this together. One team, one fight. We are brothers and sisters, and we will have each other's six out there. You are the future of the Coast Guard, and that future rests heavily upon your shoulders. Fair winds and following seas, shipmates. I wish the very best to all of you, and Semper Paratus. Thank you.
At this time, I'd like to invite MK1 Ruben Olivas to the podium.
Good morning, friends and family, distinguished guest. Well said, Petty Officer Aguilar. As we come to an end of a remarkable journey in the Coast Guard, I stand before you today filled with honor and gratitude for the privilege of being your advisor and mentor. This role has been so much more than just ensuring the well-being during the 13 weeks at Training Center Yorktown. It has been a journey of growth, camaraderie, and shared experiences. I want to express my heartfelt appreciation to each and every one of you. You have made this journey incredibly smooth, easy, and enjoyable for all of us. From the very first day, it was evident that you all possessed an impressive ability to come together as a cohesive unit. The way you looked out for another, respected each other, and treated each other like family and friends was truly inspiring. This unity and camaraderie you have shown is a shining example of the kind of leaders we need in the fleet. To the remarkable class of 1924, I urge you to continue on your path of greatness. Keep embracing positivity, respect, and unwavering drive. These qualities will not only serve you well in the future and endeavors, but will also inspire those around you to strive for excellence. I'm immensely proud of each and every one of you. As you embark the next chapter of your Coast Guard journey, remember the lessons learned, the friendships forged, and the values instilled during your time at Training Center Yorktown. Carry them with you always and let them guide you towards continued success. Congratulations, Class 1924, on your many accomplishments. I have no doubt that you will make the lasting impact in the Coast Guard and beyond. Thank you.
We will now present the graduation certificates. Captain Ray and official party, would you please assist us with the presentation of the graduation certificates? Class 1924, attention. Feel free to move about and take pictures at this point. This is where they're going to be in the front. All right. MK3 Aiden Porlier, Coast Guard Cutter Forward, Portsmouth, Virginia. MK3 Barrett Yarborough, Coast Guard Cutter John McCormick, Ketchikan, Alaska. MK3 Colby Ventura, Coast Guard Station Port Canaveral, Florida. MK3 Abigail Phillips, Coast Guard Cutter William Tate, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. MK3 Chasten Nomeyer, Station Boston, Massachusetts. MK3 Diego Fernandez, Coast Guard Station Portsmouth, Virginia. MK3 Christian Hardy, Coast Guard Cutter James, Charleston, South Carolina. MK3 Evan Fernandez, Station Lake Worth, Riviera Beach, Florida. MK3 Jonathan Rolling, Station Islamorada, Florida. FNMK Evan Swarver, Coast Guard Cutter Earl Cunningham, Kodiak, Alaska. MK3 Ethan Dangerfield, Boat Forces Unit, U.S. Virgin Islands, St. Thomas, Virgin Islands. MK3 Luke Melendez, Coast Guard Cutter Polar Star, Seattle, Washington. MK3 Daniel Dispenza, Ant Team Long Island Sound, New Haven, Connecticut. MK3 Fox Andrus, Coast Guard Cutter Spar, Duluth, Minnesota. MK3 Caroline Rex, Base Seattle, Maintenance Augmentation Team, Seattle, Washington. MK3 Joseph DeLacy, Station Philadelphia, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. MK3 Tanner Edgar, PSU 307, Air Station Clearwater, Clearwater, Florida. MK2 Cameron Aguilar, Coast Guard Cutter Hickory, Santa Rita, Guam. Chief Sergeant Chefi Pahalefi, Indonesian Coast Guard Headquarters, Jakarta, Indonesia. Senior Police Constable 876, MacGyver Edwin, Royal St. Lucia Police Force Marine Unit, Castries, St. Lucia. Police Constable 200, Shervy Smith, Royal Port St. Lucia Marine Police Force, Castries, St. Lucia. MK3 Eric Cusimano, Coast Guard Cutter Mohawk, Key West, Florida. MK3 Dalton Harger, MSRT East, Chesapeake, Virginia. MK3 Sophia Doe, Station Charleston, Charleston, South Carolina. MK3 Emma Brooke, Coast Guard Cutter Harry Claiborne, Galveston, Texas. MK3 Rainey Givets, Station Panama City, Florida. MK3 Bradley Fry, Station Sabine, Sabine Pass, Texas. And MK3 James Cheney, Station Humboldt Bay, Samoa, California. Ladies and gentlemen, I present the United States Coast Guard newest machinery technicians. Congratulations. There is one final event before the conclusion of this ceremony. Following a long tradition, the MKA school class will spike their guidon at the captain's house and disband from there. Please join us as the class forms up for a final march to that location. MK 1924, attention! Guidon bearer, retrieve the guidon. (1924) Outboard face. Forward march.